If the Umbrella Academy made a phone plan, number 5 could roam for no extra charge here. And here. And, ooh, even here.
Strength and honor.
Strength and honor. Strength and honor.
At my signal, unleash hell.
The Umbrella Academy is a new show on Netflix that is filled with many signs and symbols. When it comes to Netflix originals, it seems as if they love to hide the truth in plain sight. I've done videos in the past about the Netflix show Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and even the Netflix original Disjointed. There isn't too many shows on TV today that don't use predictive programming on their audiences. People are often shocked and amazed at how shows like The Simpsons and Family Guy constantly predict future events.
Even Homer Simpson rode the escalator behind Trump, whose hair sucked Homer into his scalp.
When it comes to Netflix originals like The Umbrella Academy, you're almost guaranteed to find some form of predictive programming as well as occult signs and symbols. Netflix even has a show called The Order that is all about joining a secret fraternal order, which is usually how many people believe politicians, celebrities, and other prominent figures in society gain their social status. One prime example of this is how both George W. Bush and John Kerry both were running for president at the same time. Both joined the secret fraternal order at Yale University called Skull and Bones, and ironically, both of them are related to each other. They're cousins. Also, another name for Skull and Bones happens to be the Order. If you ever seen the Order and the Umbrella Academy, you probably noticed that the Umbrella Academy is also its own secret order.
What is she doing here? You don't belong here, not after what you did.
I don't...
Yeah, she shouldn't get a vote.
The name Umbrella Academy has a deep occult meaning behind it. An umbrella is a sign that is used in the occult to symbolize that a storm is coming, and by being a part of their order, you're protected from whatever storm is coming soon. In the show Umbrella Academy, the coming storm is literally the apocalypse. The whole first season, which is currently the only season of the Umbrella Academy, is all about trying to find a way to stop the apocalypse from happening, which is only 8 days away. I want to take the time to state the fact that so many shows and movies today take place in a post-apocalyptic setting. It's almost as if the elite are throwing it in our face that something major is about to happen. The current season of American Horror Story was literally about the apocalypse. Also, many theorists in the past have done a full breakdown of Rihanna's song Umbrella, which hides the same symbolism in the song and music video as the Netflix show Umbrella Academy. This is why there are so many songs about making it rain. It represents the coming storm brought by the entity called Rain Man, also known as the Baphomet. In the Rihanna music video for Umbrella, you can actually see this entity known as Rain Man.
This frame is dualistic in nature. It tells two stories simultaneously. Look closely at Rihanna's hair. There are only a few strands leaning down towards the ground. How is this possible? If her head is fully bowed, then shouldn't all of her hair be leaning down towards the ground? Shouldn't the hair on the back of her head fold over towards the ground as well? Wouldn't gravity make this so? Secondly, there are anatomical impossibilities present in this frame. The distance between Rihanna's bowed head and shoulders is anatomically disproportionate. Given the relative position of her trapezius muscles and pectoralis major muscles, Rihanna's neck would have to be about 11 inches long in order for her head to reach that low. From this position, her neck would also have to be stretched downward at an anatomically impossible angle. But this is not all. The fact that we can simultaneously see the trapezius muscles and the pectoralis major muscles indicates that this frame has been doctored, changed, or digitally edited. The trapezius muscles and the pectoralis major muscles are posterior and anterior respectively. In other words, they are opposite of each other, one existing at one's back, the other at one's front. So then, how is it possible that we are able to see both so clearly here? Unless this picture has been somehow altered. But why would it be altered? What purpose would it serve to alter this picture in such a way? Let's look closely at this area. What is this small horizontal line here? Is it some sort of protruding bone? Is it some sort of spontaneous mutation, the effect of which has formed bone structure only existing on one human being on the planet? If this is bone structure, then why is it not visible on the other side? This is not some protruding bone. This frame has been purposely altered. This small horizontal line is in actuality a right eye. We can therefore add the left eye, eyes, eyebrow regions, small forehead region, top of head, horns, snout, mouth, miscellaneous bone structure. The head of the Rain Man is in plain sight. So why did we not see this in the first place? Well, this frame is extremely brief, which makes it only accessible on a subconscious level. By freezing the frame and taking a more critical look, we can register all of these subliminal elements on a conscious level.
As stated before, the Umbrella Academy is a secret order. When the show begins, the first thing you should notice is a communist flag. I've started to notice how communism is showing up in so many TV shows lately. Many people fear that America is slowly turning into a communist nation. On the first episode of Umbrella Academy, you see several women suddenly becoming pregnant and giving birth, practically all at the same time. In the comic book of Umbrella Academy, it was said that these mysterious births actually happened because it represented the second coming of Christ.
Klaus has a really weird scene in which he supposedly talks to God in the form of a young girl. This actually happens in the comics, but God is depicted as a grizzled cowboy riding a horse. Showrunner Steve Blackman stated that even the writers couldn't decide whether or not that's actually God, so we're shit out of luck getting an answer for that. Last but not least, how on earth did 43 women magically give birth in a day? Well, this is never explained in the show, but the comics hint that the 43 collectively are the modern-day reincarnation of the Messiah.
43 children were born, but a man by the name of Sir Reginald Hargreaves managed to adopt 7 of the 43 children. He trained and raised these children to be superheroes, and started a secret order with them called the Umbrella Academy. If you pay close attention to the emblem that was created for the secret order, you'll notice the umbrella, which we already covered the meaning of this. Second, you'll notice a lightning bolt, which actually stands for Lucifer when he fell to earth. We know this because in Luke chapter 10 verse 18, Jesus says he saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. This is why you see the lightning bolt used so often in movies and TV shows. The next symbol on the emblem is the skull, which represents death. Remember, the skull is also used by the secret order known as Skull and Bones. The last symbol on the emblem is the mask, which represents an alter ego, a split personality, disassociating from who you really are and taking on another personality. This is a common theme with MK Ultra victims, and it's represented well in the Umbrella Academy, as every character in this show is conflicted and dealing with unresolved trauma that they experienced in their past.
That's your takeaway. Oh, wow. Yeah, of course it is.
Nowadays, it's extremely difficult to find a show or a movie without some form of artificial intelligence existing in these fictional universes. In the show Umbrella Academy, you learn that the mom is actually a robot programmed with artificial intelligence. This is done on purpose to get people comfortable with the world that we will soon be entering. This new world will be one ruled by technology, ruled by artificial intelligence. I've recently done a video about this topic, which you can find in the description of this video. I'm also currently working on a documentary that will expose the truth about the AI conspiracy and how companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, along with pretty much every other tech company in Silicon Valley, wants to bring us to a point in time called singularity, no later than the year 2045. The technological singularity is a hypothetical future point in time at which technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, resulting in unfathomable changes to human civilization. This is why the media is programming us with so many movies, shows, and games about artificial intelligence. Ironically, this is the same year that the movie Ready Player One takes place.
Get up, we're going.
Where?
Save the world.
Oh, is that all?
Before I end this video, I just have to cover the deep meaning behind the number 5 and why it is actually the character known as number 5 who can time travel. Why it's number 5 who gets stuck in a post-apocalyptic future. If I had a dime for every time I've explained the meaning of the number 5, I'd be a pretty wealthy individual. The number 5 represents the new age that we are entering into. This is usually called the 5th age, the age of Aquarius, but many people are now calling this new 5th age the age of evil. This is because the 5th age is the time when people believe the Illuminati plan to enslave the entire world using AI, of course. Another common name for the 5th age is a new world order. This is exactly why you see the number 5 used over and over again throughout all forms of media. Once you do some research about the 5th age, it will come as no surprise that this show, Umbrella Academy, symbolically used the character number 5 to represent the coming apocalypse. In fact, the character known as number 5 was the star of this show. The whole first season was centered around number 5. The kid who played number 5 gave the best performance, and really, this show will fall apart without number 5. But what are your thoughts? Have you seen the Umbrella Academy? Did you notice the things I mentioned in this video? And are there things you noticed that I forgot to mention? Sound off in the comment section and let me know. Also, because there will be no Up TV without viewers like you, I would like to give a special shout out to anyone who has recently donated to the channel. It goes without saying that your support literally buys this channel more time. So thank you for your love and your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and most importantly, hit that bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. I love you, family, and I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.
Does anyone wish to speak?
It was a monster.
Thank you for watching Up TV. If you like this video and would love to see more, check out these great videos here, and don't forget to subscribe to Up TV and Up TV 2 for even more great videos.